Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another movie review. Um, Recently, I decided to watch Atlas Shrugged Part 1 with Dad, and the continuing theme throughout is who is John Galt, and actually that's something that leads to a very profound question, which is why ask meaningless questions or questions that have no answers. Uh, But it's basically a prophetic vision of what Ayn Rand thought would occur to the United States if we didn't watch ourselves. And a lot of it has come true, except for the fact that we are running everything on railways like they do in the book. And it's it just shows how life would be if people just didn't care at all or have any uh, just threw caution to the wind and just make ventures on hunches and take risks when they didn't think through. And it just proves that people can be bought through power, and that power corrupts people. And it's an interesting reflection on capitalism, I think. And I'm not saying it's the best system out there, and yeah, don't call me a communist because I'm not. I actually like socialism. I think that the socialism is a good system because everybody works for the better good, everybody works together, and you're not worried about the almighty dollar, and it's more about bartering and trading. And of course, with that kind of system, the weak often will be overlooked in that kind of society. Uh, but a lot of people are going to look at me like you're a socialist. I mean, you're a communist, which I'm not, and they will label me as a turncoat and an anti-patriot, which I am not. I just feel that there are certain things that were illustrated in this movie and in the book. Well, this is only part one, but Dad was kind of confused. He said, "What does that have to do with anything?" I said, "It'll be revealed in the second part, and in the second part, things only get worse if you've read the book, and it's extremely depressing." But I think that's the part where you get to learn more about Atlantis and that utopian society, and it's very intriguing. And as we have learned from history and seen, utopian societies don't function very well because human beings have opinions and free will, and it only proliferates from there. And it's extremely intriguing um, to see where everything heads, and it's just a reflection on what could happen in society and what is already happening. Actually, it's kind of disturbing in that fact, but if you want to see it, by all means do. It may not be the most exciting film ever made, but it's a very intriguing uh, film in and of itself, and it just shows society, the caste society, how that works. It actually just shows the richer part, the rich getting richer, the poor getting poorer, and nothing much has really changed. I mean, we know that to be true even in our own society. And beyond that, I just have to say that it's a really um, profound movie. And unless you don't like films that make you think, then this is the movie that you would want to see. But having read the book, I think it was accurately done and well portrayed, and all the characters were well fleshed out, and I like how they were depicted, and I think Anne would have been proud with it. And I do think that it was a really fabulously done film, even though it is depressing. I give it 3.5 out of 4. It wasn't perfect, but because they could have made both parts in one film. It really irritates me when they have a book and they could just they could make one movie out of it, and they could have with that one. Yeah, it would have been a little bit longer, but yeah, I could have at least sat through that, and it would have answered a lot of questions. But I think the reason they did that is for money, because Hollywood is just grasping at straws here. But despite that, I do think that it is a tremendous movie and very, very intriguing indeed. So, if you enjoyed Ayn Rand, I would definitely take your time and watch it. And if you want to see a prophetic movie in and of itself, this is as accurate as it gets. Only, it's a little off in places, but uh, it's kind of frightening. But it's a cautionary tale, and I hope that we never end up like that, because if we do, I'm moving to Canada. That's all there is to be said about that. Don't think any less of me, but um, that's about all I have to say. So, what else needs to be said?